Hey, Tony.
How you doing, Dave?
Doing good, man. Doing good. It's the fourth round for me. I was here last year, and then unfortunately lost to Redshaw. So this year, hopefully, it's a different story. Barr is a familiar opponent for me. I'm not going to say how many times we played or before and what was the outcome of that. But yeah,
I will a lot, and you've won.
Oh, there you go. I cannot wait to play this. It's gonna be hopefully it's a barn burner. Hopefully I make it worth a match. That's all I'll say.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously he's a former champ, so
yeah,
gonna take him seriously. But you're a former champ, and more importantly, you're a future champ. So
yeah, man, I want to get to that championship. So let's do this.
Let's rock.
All right, Andrew. I'm jet-lagged. I'm tired, so I'm just gonna say a few short words. Fun DMC. The shirt gets ugly every time I fucking see it. It's fucking gross. Ugh. So, you are a former champ. You eat chimps like David for fucking breakfast, and you're gonna win it. What do you think?
Man, I'm so glad I have you here because that was great. Yeah, so I had a checklist of things that I thought David was going to bring up. I've got one of them correctly. So I'm already halfway there. But no, David's cool. He's a great player. I'm happy that I get to play him, but I've got nothing to lose. Like, this is the furthest I've gone in a tournament, at the summer tournament ever. So if I lose, then I got that notch on my belt. I've already had the belt, so if I don't get to the championship, that's cool. And I'm just here to have fun. So best of luck to you, David, but hopefully more luck to me.
Fuck you, David. Bye.
Welcome, everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host today, Payson, the Cinemaster Johnson. And we got a semifinal match between our number 4 seed, Andrew the Dive Barr, and our number 8 seed, David the Diehard Nishimoto. Joining me, as always, is Bill Philadelphia Carriola. Bill, how you doing?
Well, I mean, there was a lot of venom in that one. Jesus Christ. But outside of that, this is going to be a cracker-jack of a time. This is two Titans. They're going to go head-to-head. It's going to be like a big old hoss match. It's beef on beef. Let's do it.
No, 100%. Like David said in his promo, he got to the semifinals last year. He's hoping to extend that reign this year. Barr didn't obviously get to the semifinals last year because he was the champion, and he wants to see if he can get a spot at reclaiming that belt. This is going to be an insane match. I'm excited. Let's just bring them in. All right, round 1 is going to work like this. Competitors will get 8 questions from 8 different categories worth 1 point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to write their answers on their board, and if they get all 8 questions right, they will receive a bonus question. Competitors will have 3 repeats and 1 challenge throughout the duration of the match. Competitors, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, then we will move on to your first question in the category of crime. The ending of the killing takes place at what type of location?
Payson, if you were to go criming, what would you do?
Tax fraud.
I would wait till The Purge becomes a real thing and then pirate every movie in existence for 12 straight hours. Because it's not against the law because The Purge. Why doesn't anyone do that in The Purge?
5, 4,
it's just not all murder.
2, 1. Pens down. Barr will go to you.
Bill's a smart man. Airport.
And David?
Put a horse track.
Airport is correct.
That fucking dog.
Your next question comes in the category of animated. You will find the songs Up, Down, Touch the Ground, Rumble in My Tumbly, and A Rather Blustery Day in what Disney film?
One of these songs describes me whenever I go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Touch the Ground? Huh?
Yeah, just because you're drinking so much beer, watching all that sports. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. David, we'll go to you.
Aristocats.
And we will go to Barr.
I said The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is correct.
All right.
We'll be moving on to your third question in the category of biopics. In Jackie, John Carroll Lynch portrays what historical figure? This is the type of question where you want to say things, but I can't name historical figures because that'll be...
Yes, but this is a musical, right?
Oh, you got it.
I
5,
sort of kind of remember that happening.
3, 2, 1. Barr will go to you.
Lyndon B. Johnson?
And we will go to David.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson is correct.
Oh, I got one.
All right. Your next question comes in my second favorite category of Oscars. Name both films released in 2002 that Julianne Moore received an Oscar nomination for.
Julianne Moore.
A rated actress. Very
Yes,
rated. Very
and
rated.
You know you are writing, but can we... Yep, thank you. Insert Julianne Less joke here. 5, 4,
no.
3, 2, 1. David will go to you.
The Hours and Far From Heaven.
And Barr.
I just remembered the poster for Far From Heaven. So
The Hours and Far From Heaven is correct. There will be no perfect rounds tonight as we move on to our fifth question in the category of movie release dates. Midnight Run, Cocktail, and Stand and Deliver were released in what year?
I have actually seen all three of these films. I will say Cocktail, probably the best.
Nice. I've seen...
I'm just kidding. That movie's so long.
Okay, that's
Like,
good. I've seen one of them, and I adore that one.
Midnight Run?
Yeah.
Yeah,
5,
so good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Barr will go to you.
1986.
And we will go to David.
1988.
We have a tie game,
I
1988.
always do that. I always erase the wrong year.
He was so confident when he said it. I was like, threw me off.
Well, your next question comes to the category of the 1990s. I was alive then. Which 90s film is about three trappers who are defending the daughters of a British colonel during the backdrop of the French and Indian War? So this is a teen sex comedy, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a perfect setup for that, you know.
Yep. I think there's a pie somewhere.
Porky's 5.
Porky's 5. Bring on the pork. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. David will go to you.
Last of the Mohicans.
We will go to Barr.
Oh, I didn't think that's what you... Okay.
Last of the Mohicans is correct. So we'll be moving on to your penultimate question, the category of actors and actresses. Who appears in Annie Hall, At Close Range, and 9 Lives?
Now, those are three completely different films.
I don't know what you're talking about. I marathon these every night. Like right before I get
If
to
you
bed.
watch 9 Lives every night, I have great medication that'll correct that problem.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
I've only
Just
seen it
agree.
once. 5,
I have not seen it
4,
ever.
3,
Fuck you, Kevin
2,
Spacey.
1. Barr will go to you,
Christopher Walken.
and we will go to David.
Shit. I put Jeff Goldblum.
Christopher Walken is correct.
That's right.
And your final question in the round comes in recent releases. In the opening of The Suicide Squad, a humanoid version of what animal is seen drowning during the first Task Force X attack? Lukewarm take this movie, Rad.
Oh,
Movie
yeah.
rad as
This
hell.
movie's awesome. I think
Hell yeah.
Adam's director was one of the
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Throw all the money at him and have him make more movies, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. David will go to you,
Weasel.
and we will go to Barr.
Weasel.
We have a tie game coming out of round 1. Weasel was correct. All right, so Bill, I have the score at 5-5. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
All right. But anything can happen as we move into round number 2, also known as our wheel round. Each competitor will get a spin at the wheel and receive 5 questions in whatever category they land on. Answer correctly, 2 points. Checked on the multiple choice, 1 point. Your categories on your lovely wheel tonight are, as I get it up, your categories on tonight's lovely wheel are Reese Witherspoon, actress and 20th century stage-to-screen musicals, which are Barr's strengths, 90s Jerry Goldsmith, and post-1970 American football movies, which are David's strengths, as well as 2010's recent releases, mystery thrillers, 1970s, and of course, spinners and opponent's choice. Barr, because it is tied, but you are the higher-ranked competitor, would you like to go first or defer? Let me put your manager in.
I think we should defer.
Yeah, let's just defer.
After you do.
All right. You'll be deferring.
Totally
Okay.
shocking. This is my shocked face.
David, this will be your spin.
Hey, way to battle back, Dave.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I should have got that Christopher Long one. Damn. What is that?
You land on recent releases. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
How you feeling on it?
I'm a little shoot. I kind of like it. I don't think. I don't know. Should I take a chance? No, you know what? I'll keep it.
You'll keep it? You sure?
Yeah.
We'll keep it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, use multiple. You got this.
Thank you.
Bill, why don't you hit David with his questions in recent releases?
Sure thing, David, if you are ready for your questions in recent releases. In The Green Knight, Gawain encounters the ghost of a woman named Winifred, who asks him to retrieve what from a nearby lake?
Let's see this. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, her head, B, a necklace, C, her hand, or D, a dagger.
A.
A is correct for 1 point. Your next question. What West Coast U.S. state is Pig set in?
Five, four,
Washington.
3.
That is incorrect. Bar a chance for a 2-point steal.
Oregon.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. Who plays Mrs. Collins, Eloise's landlady, and the older version of Anya Taylor-Joy's character in Last Night in Soho?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Diana Rigg, B, Jane Seymour, C, Maud Adams, or D, Honor Blackman.
Repeat the options again.
Sure. Is it A, Diana Rigg, B, Jane Seymour, C, Maud Adams, or D, Honor Blackman?
A.
A is correct for 1 point. Your next question. In King Richard, Venus turned down a $3 million sponsorship deal with what company?
Oh.
Five, four.
Multiple
3.
choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Adidas, B, Puma, C, Nike, or D, Fila.
Five,
Puma.
4.
That is incorrect. Bar a chance for a 1 point steal is A, Adidas, B, Puma, C, Nike, or D, Fila.
Nike.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question. Sam Carpenter first encounters Ghostface in what type of location in 2022's Scream?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, police station, B, university, C, hospital, or D, bar.
Hospital?
Hospital is correct for 1 point.
Terrible.
So,
All right,
Payson, if I am correct, I have the score still tied at 8.
Yes, David was able to get a score up to 8, but Barr with steals was also able to get a score up to 8.
All right.
So we'll be moving on to Barr's spin. There he is. Barr, that's going to be your first spin.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
And you land on the 1970s. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I would
It's
say we
not
should
terrible.
keep it. I think we should keep it because we are tied right now, and I think he won't steal what you don't know. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it.
All right, you will also be keeping this one. Barr, I will be getting 1970s. Deliverance centers around how many men going on a canoeing trip?
4.
That is correct for 2 points. What 1978 movie is about a hot-tempered farm laborer who convinces the woman he loves to marry their rich but dying boss?
I think that was called multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Midnight Express, B, Interiors, C, Paradise Alley, or D, Days of Heaven?
Days of Heaven.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. Who directed 1975's Shampoo?
Oh God, what's his name? It's Hal Ashby.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. The French Connection centers around Popeye Doyle investigating a smuggling of what drug?
Heroin.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in the category of 70s. What 1977 animated film was the feature film debut of Mark Hamill? Five.
Repeat that question.
All right, that is Barr's first repeat. What 1977 animated film was the feature film debut of Mark Hamill?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Wizards, B, Heavy Traffic, C, The Rescuers, or D, Watership Down?
And David, if you could just your other hand, thank you.
My bad.
That's all right.
Wizards?
That is correct for 1 point.
Fuck, that's what I thought it was.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, Barr was able to get his score up to 16. David still stays at 8.
That is what I have.
All right, but anything can happen as we move into round number 3, also known as our Pick Your Poison round. Competitors will pick a 1, 2, 3, and 4 pointer from the pre-selected categories. The categories that our competitors can choose from are Audrey Hepburn, Sandra Bullock, sci-fi fantasy, actors and actresses, 2000s, scores and soundtracks, comedy, and the 1970s. Competitors will choose their categories right after this. All right, competitors have selected their 1, 2, 3, and 4 pointers. Barr has selected his 1 in 70s, his 2 in Audrey Hepburn, his 3 in actors and actresses, and his 4 in Sandra Bullock, while David has selected his 1 in sci-fi fantasy, his 2 in 2000s, his 3 in Sandra Bullock, and his 4 in actors and actresses. David, because you are behind, we will be starting with you, and I will be giving you your questions. David, your 1-pointer in the category of sci-fi fantasy. Mel Gibson plays a farmer who finds mysterious crop circles in his fields in what film?
Signs.
That is correct for 1 point. We will stick with David for his 2 in 2000s. Who stars as Mr. Darcy in 2005's Pride and Prejudice?
Oh, that's God, I'm so bad at this movie. Matthew McFadden.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah.
So we'll be moving on to David's 3-pointer, and just remember to David, you must hit scenario. You do have to hit both your 3 and your 4.
Okay.
So your 3-pointer in the category of Sandra Bullock. How does Ramona die in Hope Floats?
I believe it's. Okay, wait. Think about this.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
That is David's first repeat. How does Ramona die in Hope Floats?
Hopefully it's right. Heart attack.
That is correct for 3 points. All right, so it comes down to this. David must hit his 4-pointer in actors and actresses to stay in the game. If not, Barr does win by TKO. David, your 4-pointer. Who appears in Annie Hall, The Pacifier, and Scrooged? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
That is David's second repeat. Who appears in Annie Hall, The Pacifier, and Scrooged? Five, 4, 3.
Last repeat.
That was David's final repeat. Who appears in Annie Hall, The Pacifier, and Scrooged?
All right, good game, Andrew. If this is okay. Carol Kane.
Dang it! For 4 big points.
Sorry, Barr, you're going to answer some questions today.
Dang it!
Avoiding the TKO.
Right.
So with that, David gets his score up to 18 as we move over to Barr's round 3 questions.
Great job, David.
All right,
Thank you.
Barr, if you were ready for your 1-pointer in the 1970s.
Okay.
Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, and Faye Dunaway star in what 70s film?
The Towering Inferno.
That is correct for a point. All right. Here we go. Barr, your 2nd-pointer in Audrey Hepburn. Who directed The Unforgiven?
John Huston.
And your winner,
Good job.
Andrew the Dive Barr, John Huston was the correct answer. Great game, everyone. We will be moving into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate 2nd-place finisher. David, you kept it close. You avoided the TKO at the end. I think this just comes down to round 2, not going the way you wanted. How are you feeling today?
I don't know what could have happened if I respin that. Because 70s is kind of like a little difficult too. I probably would have scored the same amount. But it's just that I think that pig question kind of like just threw me off a little. Like lost the game for me, pretty much sealed it. Who knew what would happen if he answered the 3-pointer? So I don't know. I was a little off my game. I'll admit. You know, so always this 4th round. I wish I could have been there the next round, but good job, Andrew. I mean, you finally got one on me, so I just gotta like go back to the books and study better. So I don't know, Tony.
Yeah, David played great. I mean, he made Barr earn it by sweeping round 3. It just comes down to, I mean, recent releases is always a crapshoot because we have so much time to see so many movies that have just barely come out over the past year or so. So, I mean, it's just bad luck of the wheel. It definitely happens, but you know, David has nothing to hang his head over. He played great. So,
yeah.
No, yeah, I couldn't agree with Tony more. But that does unfortunately mean bring an end to your run in this year's summer tournament. But when you do come back, is there anyone you have your sights on that you would like to play?
I mean, I think I never played Boatman before. I think that's the only guy so far. I mean, I don't know. I'm not calling him out or anything. I just never played him before. I'm just saying.
It's literally what we're asking you here, man.
I know, but that's only.
take him out.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really. But I don't care. I mean, I don't care what I play next. It's just I want to play. That's all.
That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for coming today, David. But that does mean we will be moving on to our winner tonight. Moving on to the finals of the tournament. Barr, you must be feeling pretty dang great right now. I don't even know why I'm asking this, but how are you feeling?
Relieved. David is somebody who's in the utmost respect. I say this. David's been someone who's been a thorn in my side ever since he joined the community. That dude has an amazing track record against me. And I'll tell you what, I was kind of sweating this one because I know how amazing David is as a player. You made me watch We Are Marshall. You made me watch the original version of The Longest Yard. So screw you. But no, seriously. But seriously, David is going to be fighting for that singles championship at some point down the line. I have no doubt about that. And if things go the way they have the last 2 years, it may be getting a chance at that again sooner rather than later. So I can't wait to see what he does. But for now, I'm just happy to have gotten to the next round.
Yeah. David played well, but he wore a bad karma shirt. There was nothing that could be done about that. So, yeah.
I will fucking mute you.
But yes, back to the point. Andrew played like he used to play. He played like a champ in his glory days, and he will be the champ because guess what? Who's on the top of that stupid mountain? Oh yes, some guy wearing another dumb shirt. So yeah, take him out.
I also want to thank Kaiser for being here. I know that he had like a long flight, so I just appreciate it.
And I mean, with all the disrespect possible, fuck you.
Everyone, I left DMC with a lot of class. But yeah, so we are going to be, this does mean you are moving on to the finals, so you will either be playing Kaleb the Little Boatman or Cameron the Commander Holtzman. Out of those two players, who would you like to see in the finals?
Holtzman. I haven't played Holtzman yet. Oh, well, no, I did in a triple threat, like early on in our careers, but we haven't quite played at this level. So I'd rather play Holtzman in that sense. But if I play Boat, it's Boat Bar 3. Which
after the Armageddon, let's go.
Yeah, I think that's what the people want. But I'd rather play Holtzman because we don't play that often.
That's fair. But thank you so much, Barr. Thank you so much, Kaiser. For, yep. Bill, this was nothing short of an incredible match of, in my opinion, two of the absolute best players in this league coming forth and showing what they got. What did you think about today's match?
I mean, that was a nail biter. David powering all the way back after a rough round 2, and I could see it was shaking Barr a little bit, but Barr proving why he's like one of the best and a former champion. Knuckles down, sweats it out. I will say one of their managers was very respectful today.
That's fair. I would honestly agree with that. But what I will say, regardless of whether it's Boatman or Holtzman, both those players better watch out because Barr is here to play. But on behalf of me, on behalf of Bill, on behalf of Barr, on behalf of David, on behalf of everyone here in Multiplex Movie Warzone, I was your host today. Peace and the Cinemaster Johnson. Have a good night.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
He's been taken.
Goodbye.